This is my first offer for my Clementine Owl. We're going and getting offered a regular newborn dragon and a ultra rare ribbon seal. On my value website, adopt from me, the owl is worth 1.45, which is actually a fair trade. The only issue is these pets are slightly harder to trade and not really ones I'm after. So although it's a fair trade in terms of value, I think we're gonna have to press the plus button and see if they're going to add anything. They added a puma and a basic egg with a mouse. Unfortunately, the ads aren't of interest, so we will go and hit decline on this offer. The next offer, we're getting a CookieCutter, which surprisingly isn't actually worth that much value. But they also added a corgi and a bunny. This unfortunately is still less than half of what the value of a Clementine Owl is worth. This, however, might be an interesting offer. A rideable Christmas spirit with one of the most hated legendary pets, the Golden Tortoise Beetle. You know it's hated when the value of the pet is 0.45 for a legendary. But let's see what a ride Christmas spirit is worth, 0.85. This would still be technically a small lose in terms of value. But it does seem that they've gone and added a Grimoire, which is actually a pretty fun offer. So this is the first trade that I'm going to go and willingly accept. I'm not sure the value of a Grimoire, but I think this is quite a fun offer. Obviously, the value of a Clementine Owl might change. This is a Christmas pet. It's a legendary. It has a ride potion on it. I'm going to follow through with this trade, see if they do it, and they declined it, okay? You know what? I'm okay with that. They declined me, which is quite funny because it was a fair trade, you know? They're offering us a quokka, a kitty bat, a Cass, a triple stroller. Is a triple stroller rare? I feel like one of these strollers is pretty decent, but surprisingly, a quokka is actually a pretty valuable pet. It's actually worth more than that Golden Tortoise Beetle we just saw. And then a kitty bat, which is also fully grown, which is fun to see. I do love my kitty bats. If we pull up the first two pets onto my value website, we can see it actually already adds up exactly to 1.45. A triple stroller actually isn't worth too much. It's at 0.33. I'm just gonna hit accept and see what happens. They're still trying to add something. I don't know why. Let's hit confirm. I mean, they just added a neon snowcat, which is a bit of a small ad, so I guess they might be slightly over, but some of these things are definitely hard to trade. I don't think many people want a quokka, but I am very much intrigued. We're gonna go and hit confirm on these lovely pets, and there we go. Let's see if they go and follow through. Let's go. That is our first successful trade, as the other user decided to go and drop out on the offer last second. This is an interesting offer, a Gloomy Hound. This is a pet that I don't see too often. They've also added a Neon Badger and an Onza and a Shiba. Let me check out the values of this. Okay, so it turns out that a Gloomy Hound already on its own is worth 2.4 in value. I'm gonna go and add into this their other pets. So they also had a Neon Badger, and they also had a regular Onza. Their values are currently at 3.56. I'm gonna have to go and add a second Clementine Owl. I'm gonna have to figure out if we need to add more or not. Okay, this person's definitely overpaying, and I'm gonna tell them to remove the last 4 pets, which is a Swordfish, a Shiba, a Red Panda, and an Australian Kelpie. We don't want them to be like over that much in value. They said, really, thanks. Yeah, we don't want someone to like overpay a crazy amount. As I said already, this Gloomy Hound's already decent. Okay, I'm gonna tell them again, they can remove the bottom 3. I didn't realize that the Neon Tico is actually worth a decent amount. So we wanna make sure that when I do a trade, they're still going and getting a fair trade. We don't wanna like make someone regret a trade at all. So we're gonna end up going and getting a Neon Badger, the Onza, and a Gloomy Hound for 2 Clementine Owls. These things are definitely easy to trade. There's a lot of demand for them. And you can definitely get overpays. I just tend not to accept like a big overpay. Obviously, I could have got an absolutely insane overpay just then, but I don't want people to regret their trades. I want to try and do fair trades, help people understand values for things, and I feel like that was more of an okay deal on this end to accept that, especially compared to all of the other things. And I think they only wanted to offer for 1. I think all of that was their offer for literally 1 Clementine Owl, which is kind of crazy. Now this is actually an interesting offer. They're offering us a Mrs. Whiskerpips, a Maine Coon, which is fully grown, a Neon Japanese Snow Fairy, and also a fully grown Snowman. Now if I'm to go and load this up onto my value website, this is technically classified as a small lose. My value is 1.45 and their value is 1.33, but I think they have a higher in demand set of pets. You see, the Maine Coon is a lot of demand. There's a lot of demand for Mrs. Whiskerpips. There's a lot of demand for the Snowman. But obviously, there's a lot of demand for the Clementine. But overall, I think you'd get better trades by going and trading those individual pets compared to going and trading this. So I'm going to go and follow through and actually accept this offer for it. I'm not sure if it's a great deal or not in terms of value. Obviously, it's technically a loss. But in terms of like future value, I think it would potentially be a win. Whoa, this person has 4 Neon Mrs. Whiskerpips. That's not really something that you see every day, and all of them are reborn, and actually that one's luminous. I'm gonna have to go and check out the value of a Neon Mrs. Whiskerpips. It's worth 1.25. So I wonder if I offer them like 3 Clementine owls, would they go and accept that? I really don't know. Obviously this was a free pet that you could have got by just claiming it. You could have logged into a bunch of alt accounts and stuff. Let's see what they end up saying. We're gonna press this button. I mean, I can't communicate with this user and we don't have the suggest button, so let's see what they're after for this, because I don't necessarily know. They said that they're thinking about it. If I was to go and do this trade, it would be classified as a small win. My value is 4.3 and their value is 5. I mean, if I was to add another one, I would be overpaying by a bit. So let's see what they say. Let's see if they want to go and do this. It's not necessarily a bunch of pets that I'm after. I mean, you could then go and make a Mega Neon, which would be fun. But let's find out if they want this. This one's called Pineapple Owl. That was from the YouTube short that I filmed. I'm just going to hit accept. See what they go and do. If not, I can maybe do a small ad. The trade seems unbalanced. Alright, so we're going and getting 4 Neon Mrs. Whiskerpips for some Clementine owls. Again, these cost Robux. I guess each one's like $2 each. This is like $6 worth for a pet that you could have got for free, especially if you did like admin abuse. They would have given you a bunch more for free. And we just successfully traded it. Got a bunch of Mrs. Whiskerpips, which is quite fun. I guess I can now go and make a Mega Neon Mrs. Whiskerpips, which is definitely not something that I was intending on going and getting, but you know what, I'm happy with that. I love that pet. I mean, yeah, it's a reskin. I probably hated it in the past, but it's cute when you combine it with the other one. This user has a Neon Rooster. I don't even know what that's worth. A Neon Rooster is worth quite a bit. It's from the farm theme in 2023 and it's worth 2.55. If I go and add 2 Clementine owls and then press the add button, I really hope that they do a small ad just to go and round this trade up a tiny bit. A sandwich. That really wasn't what I was hoping that they'd go and add when I pressed the please add, because currently it's a small lose. I think maybe we just accept this. I don't know. It's not really a pet that I'm after. Hard to trade as well. I'm not sure many people want a rooster. In fact, I don't even know if I have. I have 2. Oh, it's an ultra rare. Oh, actually, maybe it's good. Maybe, you know what? Sure. If I'm overpaying, you win some, you lose some. I just prefer to be overpaying normally than I prefer to be under. So if we're overpaying, that's okay with me. We're getting a Neon Rooster. Very strange. I'm not sure if that's even any good, but hey, I'll take it. We're getting offered a Ride Sloth and a Neon Camel and an Angus Cow. What is a Ride Sloth worth these days? Obviously a Sloth was a Robux pet. Can you still buy it? Oh, that's the Neon version. I was gonna say that's worth a lot. A Ride Sloth is worth 0.54. So it's not really worth anything too significant, and unfortunately we don't really want those other pets. So on this occasion we're gonna say no thank you. I mean, it didn't say no thanks, it's just a cross. But hey, I think they understand what that means. This user has a Neon Winter Doe, which is worth a pretty okay amount of value. I don't know if I want it. I'm just gonna hit accept on this. Honestly, I don't know if that's what they're offering for. The Christmas pet, it's a Neon Ultra Rare. They're swapping out their offer. Let's see what they change it to. Okay, so they've swapped out their offer to a Neon Shiba and a Neon Onza. I think I'd actually willingly do it just for the Neon Onza. I'm gonna see if we can like track down this person and then just gift them the Neon Shiba afterwards, because there's not like the button for me to go and suggest that they should go and remove it sort of thing. But let's follow through and see if I can trade this person back. There wasn't the button to like press, hey, please remove the Neon Shiba. As promised, I'm gonna go and give this Neon Shiba back. No, don't add anything. Let me just accept it and take the Neon pet back for free, okay? It's not too bad with the whole new trace chat features. I think honestly, once that's fully implemented, like the suggest to remove or suggest to add. I think there's going to be some really good things coming from. A lot of people are thinking it's going to like negatively impact trading. We have still been able to go and do a bunch of trades in this video without being able to communicate with a bunch of users. This guy just messaged me and said, can you have a bunch of dogs? I guess you can have 4 dogs for free. I normally just like bin these things, so take them, do as you wish, whatever you need to do. Chicken nugget, that's an absolutely amazing username. They can just have these for free. Normally when people ask me for pets, they're like, hey, can I have a mega shadow dragon, which I don't even have. And I'm like, no, I don't have that. This person asked for 4 dogs. That might be the most humble request I think I've seen. This user is my friend. They actually have one of the craziest inventories. I mean, look at it. They have the mega shadow, a mega bat, a mega owl. I think this person might like owls if they've got a mega owl. So let's see what they have. They said these are some of their spare pets. Bro just pulled up that full inventory. What the? This is crazy. What are they offering for it? I actually have no idea. This is an absolutely insane offer. This is wild. It keeps going. Why do you keep adding? I don't even know where to begin. It said some of my spares. They can't fit all. What in the world? You know what? We want to trade every type of owl. I'm gonna go and offer them the apple owl and also the peach owl in this deal. Honestly, I think these things are pretty decent. I'm trying to calculate the value of what I'm looking at here, and I genuinely don't think I could. It would just take too long to like load up all the values on these things. So I've added 3 clementine owls, an apple owl, and a peach owl. I think I didn't get that many apple owls after opening 100. You can go and check that video out if you haven't already gone and done so. I'm gonna see what they type. I really don't know what they're hoping. Were they hoping I just picked a few? Check alt in my house when you have time. She has 100 spare megas. Check the alt in her house when you have time. What? I would say this for those. Honestly, there's a lot of value here probably. Let me just check. I can go and add maybe like 2 more clementines. I think that might help increase the value. I said yes. I'm gonna go and hit accept. I really am not sure. Bear in mind, when I'm filming this, the value of these things significantly drop very, very quickly. A brand new pet, like a clementine owl, after a couple of weeks, if you're watching this, or even the next day, because I'm filming this on the same day of the release, it's likely that the value is very high. Values on pets like these things definitely drop very, very quickly. So I guess maybe it's good to go and get trades like this straight away. But that's it. That's a crazy trade. That was definitely not what I was expecting when I was gonna go and do a trade, was all of that stuff. So that's kind of fun. Hey, we were able to go and trade all of them that I have. Now I need to go and get a pineapple owl. I was able to go and get every single owl apart from the pineapple owl. I tried to load my trade history to show you that trade again, but hey, it doesn't even want to load. I think it crashed it that much. So the pineapple owl, according to Adopt From Me, is worth 18.1 in value, which is insane, but honestly, I completely understand where that number comes from. So if you guys have a pineapple owl, please let me know in the comment section. I will go and give you some very good offers to try and get that pet, as I very much need it in my goal of completing every single pet inside of Adopt Me. If you want to go and get these owls, I will still have a bunch that I'm going and giving away for free to my subscribers. So if you want one, go and like this video, drop a comment, and I will be going and giving some away during my next live stream. So check out another video, press the button on the right hand side of the screen. And if you want to check out my real life channel for non-gaming content, go and press the button in the bottom left to see a secret video, and I hope to see you there.